Today we're going to talk about ablative absolutes. And what ablative absolutes are, they're a very specific use of the ablative that consists of two parts. First, a noun, a pronoun, or a substantive adjective, which remember is an adjective that works like a noun, in the ablative, and a participle in the ablative. It is usually separated from the main clause with commas, and it's separated from the overall meaning of the main clause. Instead, it shows circumstances under which something occurs, which will make sense when you see the example in 1 second. So let's first talk about what an ablative absolute looks like. So here's a sentence: Arche sublata, Caesar, hostes facile superavit. First of all, you'll notice that arche sublata is separated from the rest of the sentence with a comma. It's our ablative absolute. And it consists of two parts: arche, which is our noun in the ablative. Here it's arx, arcus, feminine, citadel. And a participle in the ablative. Here we have sublata. It's from tolo tolere, sustuli sublatus. It's our perfect passive participle. It could be a present active participle. I suppose technically you could use future participles, but it's much harder and you won't see that as often. So when we're translating this, there's one way that you can translate ablative absolutes that will work every time, and then after that you've got some freedom to translate different ways. So the most basic way to translate this is with the noun having been verbed. So here, with the citadel having been destroyed, Caesar easily overcame the enemies. But as I said, you have some freedom, so you could also say when the citadel had been destroyed, since the citadel had been destroyed, although the citadel had been destroyed, if the citadel had been destroyed. Whatever makes best sense in your context. You'll also notice here, it's also a good way to use a perfect passive participle in almost an active meaning. Because if you remember our participle chapter, there's no perfect active participles, unless your verb is deponent, which we'll worry about in a later time. But you can't say Caesar having destroyed the citadel, right? So this is a workaround. With the citadel having been destroyed, Caesar overcame the enemies. So that's really one of the main reasons why ablative absolutes exist and what we'll see when they're used in context.